Begin by taking the knees wide apart, maybe mat distance apart. Let the big toes touch behind you. And begin to walk the hands down, lowering the belly, lowering the chest, and walking the hands forward. Rest the forehead on the floor. Allow the belly, allow the chest to soften. Release the armpits towards the floor. Allow the hips to get heavy and draw down towards the feet. Maybe shifting a little bit of weight from side to side. Allowing the body to ease into the pose. Use your exhale here to soften. Let the chest draw downward. On your next inhale, gently lift the head and press yourself up. Make our way onto all fours. Coming into a neutral spine to start with. Spread the fingers wide, and on an inhale, begin to lift the chest, lift the tailbone, and just look forward. Exhale, you're going to curl and round the spine, chin to the chest, tailbone tucks. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Don't worry so much of how the body looks or how deep you're going. Can you connect to how the body feels? The spine, the upper back, the shoulders, the low back. And begin to take the spine a little bit from side to side, making any movements that feels good. Sending the hips back, forward, making the figure eight, just loosening up the whole spine. From here, we'll step the right foot forward. You find a low lunge. Press into your front foot and press into your back foot. Allow the hips to drop and soften. Allow the chest to lift and lean back. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Pause here for a breath or two. Legs are strong. Hips relaxing downward. Chest lifting up. Steady breath, steady body. On your next exhale, release the hands by your side. We send the hips back, coming into a half Hanuman pose. Inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the elbows and fold. We hold here just for a couple breaths. And on your next inhale, lift the chest, bend the right knee, come back into your low lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bring the palms to the floor. Step your right foot back. And we lower down, knees, chest, chin to the floor. Inhale, come up into cobra. Shoulders draw back, elbows squeeze in. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up. Downward facing dog. Keep the fingers spread wide here. Knees can be bent, lifting the hips up. Step the left foot forward. Right knee to the floor. Press firmly down into both legs and allow the hips to soften down and forward while the chest lifts up and back. Reach the arms up with an inhale and hold. Feel that strength in the legs. Where do you feel the stretch in the hips? Can you soften? On an exhale, take the hands down to the floor. We send the hips back, coming into a half split. Inhale, create length, find length in the back. And as you exhale, bend the elbows and fold. On your next inhale, lift the head, bend back into your left knee. Press into the feet, lift the chest up. Exhale, take the hands to the floor. Step your left foot back and lower down. Here you have an option to bring the knees to the floor or keep the legs lifted as you lower. Inhale, lifting up. And exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips. Lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Reach the foot back behind you, maybe looking underneath your right armpit. And then bring the leg forward. We're coming into pigeon, so bringing the right knee near the right hand. Allow the hips to settle down onto the mat, maybe shifting a little weight from side to side. Inhale, lift the chest, back foot presses into the floor. And as you exhale, think about bringing the belly towards the thigh, keeping that spine straight, coming down onto the forearms. Maybe lowering the chest down towards the floor. Where you feel the stretch, where you feel the tightness, can you send the awareness of your breath there? Can you use the inhale to create space and expansion in the body? And then use the exhale to consciously relax into that space. We're going to press up back foot to the hands. Tuck your back toes and step your right foot back. Nice and easy. Pedal the legs out. You might notice a little small subtle difference between the left and the right side. And as you inhale, lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Reach the foot down towards the floor, maybe looking underneath your left armpit. And step it forward, coming into pigeon on the left side. Left knee near the left hand. Take a few moments just to settle your hips down into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Press into your back foot. And then as you exhale, see if you can keep this length and lower the belly down towards the floor. Maybe walking the hands forward, lowering the chest down. But wherever you are, just stay. Allow the inhale to deepen. Use the exhale to soften the body. Whenever practicing yoga, it's important not to force the body. And using the breath to create space. Using the breath to move towards that space when it's ready. And once again, we gently press ourselves back up. Moving on to our hands, tuck your back toes and lift up, downward facing dog. From here we come to sit on the mat. We keep the left knee on the floor and take the right knee and fold it over. Inhale, find length in the spine. And as you exhale, see if you can tilt from the hips and begin to forward fold over the hips. Now you might already feel it here, and if that's the case, just stay. There's no need to go deeper. If you don't feel enough of a stretch and you need to feel more, well then lower the belly, lower the chest down, and sort of allow the body to get heavy surrendering to gravity, and see where you feel the stretch. And breathe into the space. Oftentimes when we feel intense sensations or we come into difficult, challenging places, the body tends to hold itself as a means of protection. But can you allow the body to go beyond that, to let go? And slowly press yourself up from wherever you are. We're going to take it on the other side. Right leg under, the left leg crosses over. Bringing the feet close towards the hips. See if you can stack the knees on top of each other as much as possible. And even if it doesn't look exactly like this, that's okay. Inhale, you're going to create length. Find length in the spine. And as you exhale, fold forward. Belly to the thigh first, and then dropping the chest, and lastly the head. You can choose, you can decide how much you want to feel today. How far does it benefit the body to go today? Your practice should never look like somebody else's or even how your practice was last week. But just see how you're feeling today. Let go of the ideas of, I can do this or I can't do this. And just let whatever happens happen, being open to doing something you never thought you could do before, to going to a place that you never did before, and also maybe backing out a little bit and not doing something that you have been able to do before. We're going to gently press ourselves back up. Release the legs. Bring the feet forward and take the hands just behind the hips. We'll go ahead and lift the chest and then release the knees to one side and then the other. Gently windshield wiping your legs from one side to the other. From here, come to lay down on your mat. Hug the right foot in toward the chest. Extend the left. And then switch. Left leg in, right leg out. Once more, we switch. Right knee in toward the chest, left leg extends. Extend the right leg and bring the left leg in. And release. Bring the soles of the feet together now. And we're going to end this little practice with a gentle butterfly stretch. So you can rest your hands on your chest and on your belly, or maybe rest them out by your sides. Feel the soles of the feet together, the right side and the left side. And notice how the hips and the pelvis and the legs feel. If you notice yourself trying to hold your legs into the position or keep the feet close to the body, release that. Allow the legs just to move away from the body and allow the knees just to get heavy and open out to the sides. Notice the gentle rise and fall in the belly, in the chest, as you breathe in and out. Every time you exhale, can you allow your body just to get heavy? Just surrender the weight of the body to the floor. Surrender the weight of the legs. And gently draw the knees back in towards each other. And bring the knees up toward the chest and gently rock a bit from side to side. We'll take a few rocks up and down the spine. All the way come up to sitting and rock all the way down.